Hello, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys, where we teach the little guy and girl how to utilize charts to manage their own trades and investments. What do I mean by the little guy and girl? Well, we just had 2 directives signed halting the implementation of a rule that requires financial advisors to act in the best interests of their client. Let that sink in a little bit. The big wigs on Wall Street can play with your retirement and hard-earned money without your best interests at heart. We currently have hundreds of members taking charge of their financial future, and we would love for you to come check out a free week with no credit card required to see if our services would be beneficial on your path to financial independence as well. What we offer, we have a separate course of over 5 hours in length on when to enter and exit positions. And in terms of what we do daily, we have nightly videos, key levels updated each morning before the bell, 2.5 hours of live daily webcam coverage in the morning and in the afternoon, and over 7 hours of educational videos. All of these links can be found in the description of this video. Come check us out. Thanks for watching. Let's get on to the technical analysis. Checking in on Facebook on the daily, weekly, and shorter term time frames. So we did get a strong close up at the high of the day. I have admittedly been a bit skeptical on Facebook with the inability of the bulls to hit a new all-time high under pretty much the most favorable conditions that the technology sector has seen in years, with the S&P 500 at all-time highs, the technology sector 10 green days in a row, and just not seeing that strength in Facebook. The bulls are holding up just fine. I would just expect to see some follow-through, but we did get a nice strong close today. I'm looking at resistance of 134.23, 134.94, and 135.49. So the bulls have momentum in the short term. If we lose this middle Bollinger Band on the daily, that would be a red flag of some profit taking coming, and we would head back down to test these supports in the 129.52 area. So that middle Bollinger Band is going to be key to keep updating, and we'll see if the bulls can continue this momentum to the upside. It's pretty interesting that the most bullish day that we've seen in the past 6 trading days for Facebook occurs in the weakest day that we've seen on the S&P 500 in the past 6 days. But on the weekly time frame, we know the bulls are still in full control, holding up just fine, and we have multiple inside candlesticks in a row on the weekly. And the last week's range fitting within the week before it, this week's range fitting in within last week, and a break of this pattern, if not tomorrow, by breaking 134.94, is certainly going to happen next week. So looking at Facebook on the shorter term time frames, we did have some bullish action to start the day, a big run up. We pulled back and then we hit a higher high, but the bulls gave all those gains back when the S&P 500 saw a lot of weakness, and we saw a dump back down towards the low of the day. And we hit a new low of the day, and actually that was where we did hit a double bottom of 133.05, and then we bounced off 133.06. So we held the low of the day by a penny. If you look at Apple, it had a double bottom at about the same time and then saw some upside. So holding the low of the day by a penny and then breaking that lower high pattern by getting over 133.38 resistance. We had a little double top and a double bottom. So once we broke over 133.38, bulls showed their strength, and they really had a strong end of the day, giving that momentum to the bulls heading into the close. So one thing that is certain, we have normally in the past 3 days seen weakness for Facebook on the first hour right out of the gate. And we did see a little bit of bullish action today, more so than we have seen in the past 3 days, which is why we do see a nice green candlestick on the daily time frame. And we have one last hourly moving average resistance. We rejected from it yesterday, we rejected from it today, and it's currently at 133.93. So watching that last 100-hour moving average resistance, and if it becomes support, all moving averages become support, and we are looking good towards that all-time high. So I'm going to be watching the correlation to the technology sector in the S&P 500 very closely. Certainly a bit of a lack of correlation today, and we'll see if that keeps up. I appreciate you watching. See you tomorrow.